Hello and welcome to workout 7. So we've got circuits today and core. First off then the warm up. So get that playlist to the ready. You may need to pause it obviously. Okay, but otherwise, yeah, nice old school song here. So just circling the ankles to start with. Just nice and gently working one way round and then the other. So little circles, little wiggles, and then stepping from side to side. So it's up to you how energetic you want to be with this. It can just be a step tap or it can be a step bounce as I'm doing here, and just gradually widening that step. Making sure the pelvis is strong, so shoulders relax now into that lunge. And so this one, it's whichever knee you bend, that is the leg that you lift to the side, and always just trying to make sure that the leg is being lifted up exactly to the side, so not in front. Switch sides now, and also that knee needs to track over the foot. Yeah, so again, just bending as much as you feel comfortable, really overworking or overloading, let's say, that bent side. Okay, so you're going to jump and hold now. Jump, jump, hold. Like I say, if you want to just tone it down a bit, it can just be a step, step, hold, but it's just a little bit of balance, a little bit of agility. Keep going. And then this is called Heisman's now. So yeah, kind of a wonky high knee, can we say? Now into a lunge and a kick back, and now a lunge and a kick forward. So we're just going to stay on this side. As you're lunging, just making sure you lunge down so the chest stays nice and proud. And then really activate that glute as you kick back. Switch sides then. And forward, lunge down, kick back, down and forward. Trying to keep those hips nice and level, so making sure the glute on that back leg is staying strong. Okay, into jump, jump forward, so land on your right, and then jump, jump back, land on your right, and then switch to the left now. We're just going to keep switching sides, so it's bum, bum, right, and then still right, switch sides, left and left. Cool, and now we're going to jump diagonally. Okay, you can hop diagonally as well if you want. Same goes with that landing leg, just switching sides. So as you see here, I'm hopping, but you can just keep jumping if you want. Back, back, back. So really good balance there, guys. Well done. Okay, bending and straightening those knees now as you go down. And then coming into downward dog, stretching out those calves. Keeping that back nice and straight. Okay, we're going to scoop through once. You can do that on your knees as well if you want, and up, and then we're going to scoop through twice, and this time you're going to stay down. All right, just look over one shoulder and look over the other shoulder. So press ups now. So this is where we're still going to do it in 3 stages. So lower, down, 2, 3 and up, down, 2, 3 and up. Really making sure you keep that nice strong alignment throughout the body. So squeezing those glutes, activating that core. You may do it on your knees as I switch to here now. So whichever you need to do to keep that strength through the body. Okay, down, 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 up. Yes, well done. Okay, finishing off now, we're just going to lift one arm on one leg and then go to the legs where you lift and lift out to the side. Always just trying to keep the body as parallel to the floor as possible. You really feel it challenging the core as you do that. So arm and then leg and leg. Nice. Keep going, keep flowing. Last couple, guys. And strike a pose. Right, so it's 3 sets now of 50 seconds, 5 lots of 50 seconds with a 10-second rest. Okay, so the first set is going to be mainly focused on the legs, then arms, then abs. So I'll do a demo in between each set. As I say, it's 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, around 5 exercises focusing on that body part. So that was a lunge to the side with a press. Now keeping that band around the foot, you're going to go into a backwards drive. So either down on your knees, lifting that supporting knee as well will also massively increase the amount of work your core has to do. So you might want to mix it up, do knee down and then knee up. And then we've got star jumps, squatted star jumps actually, just to focus a bit more power through the quads, and then interspersed with fast feet. Okay, getting ready then, guys. And off we go. So if you're going for option 1, it's bending that knee, keeping that chest up. Okay, some people do tend to still step to the side rather than kind of lunge down, if that makes sense. With option 2, it's very much about sort of moving your weight with the leg, whereas option 1, you keep the weight over that supporting leg. And just pressing as high as what you can, whilst keeping control of that shoulder. Good stuff, guys. Last 15 seconds here. You need to take a little rest, you can do, because we just want to keep that posture, not get excessive tension in any joints. Yeah, option to just go to one band as well, I should have said. So switching sides now. That's it now, driving straight up with that band. Just make sure those knees track nicely. Obviously, if you don't have sliders or a suitable surface, you probably have figured out that you can just kind of hover that leg off over the floor a little bit and just run it in and out. Keeping that pelvis tucked under, that's one of the key points in our posture that we're trying to work on. Yeah, so you'll feel that core activating. Last 10 seconds, guys. Nearly there. Feeling it in those quads, feeling it on the inside of your leg as well. Definitely in that shoulder too. Fantastic. Right, quickly then, down onto your mats, keeping that band around the foot. And then one band in each hand as you drive back for 5. This is what I do. I drive back for 5 with the knee down and then lift that knee to drive up for 5. Unless you're doing option 2, and then you just kind of keep there. So depending on the resistance in your band, the aim is to try and get that leg nice and straight, but it might not be possible. So just working with what you've got, just making sure you try and keep that lower back nice and still, whichever option you go for. So yeah, exactly. You will feel it in your supporting leg on this one as well, very much so. Nearly there, 10 seconds. Head in line with that spine. Keep going, guys. Okay, and then a nice swift transition with that band to the other foot. No time to rest on this one. Getting ready for that drive back now. Let's go. That's it, keeping as stable as possible. You might want to do a different amount of drives with the knee down or the knee up in option 1, depending on where you're at with your strength there. But if you do lift up in option 1, just try to make it so that the back stays horizontal, so you're not lifting up like in option 2. Well done. 5 seconds. Keep breathing. Push that leg out, breathing out. Good stuff. Okay. Final one then of our leg set, which is the squatted star jumps, or just normal, well, a star jump set side to side. So squatted and then fast feet 5. This is not sort of accurate, by the way, in terms of how long I do it, but I just count in my head. Yeah, for 5. And then just noticing there that when you squatted, your back still stays nice and straight, but you're just putting extra pressure through those quads. Good, so real one to get that heart rate up here now. Nice, chest stays proud, fast beats. Okay, and rest. So you get a bit of a longer recovery here now. I'm going to demonstrate the next 5 exercises. So we're focusing a little bit more on the arms here now, but a lot of them are compound moves whereby you will use other parts of the body as well. So this one is kind of like shoulders for sure, but then it'll also get those abdominals. You just notice a subtle difference in how I'm pulling back there, trying to make sure the body moves as one unit as you go forward. And this is crab press ups now. So that's where you do a press up, walk to the other side of the mat sideways, and then do a press up. Can be on your knees or pull. And then, yeah, same on both sides here now. It's just up to you how high you want to lift it. So it's like a lat raise with a front raise at the same time. And now I usually fold the band over double for this one, but it's up to you. And then it's the inside hand, so the opposite hand to foot is the one that you will pull back. Okay, so getting ready in position, ready for these slide outs. So let's go, 50 seconds. So like I say, just moving that body as one. Tends to be harder as you reverse the movement, as you're pulling it back in. That is what will activate that core and work those shoulders that bit harder, but making the exercise work for you. So important to strengthen those shoulders. Yeah, it's actually the most common area to get injured in people over 30, probably due to all the tension we start to hold there. But yeah, the more you can strengthen it and encourage a good posture there, the better. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there, guys. Well done. And rest. So quickly then, sorting out your mat and into the crab press ups. Let's go. On your knees if you need. Even if you're on your knees, they're trying to just make sure that you're moving the whole body as one. So hips and shoulders go down. Or if you keep your hips back, then that's another easier version. Otherwise, down as one. And then you'll notice as I'm doing the crab walk, then the knees are off the floor. So that will just help to kick in the core in option 2. Lovely stuff. So just going as low as what your strength allows, as you'll see for me, it's not massive. But I'm keeping the posture, I'm keeping that alignment, not twisting too much as you go from side to side. Well done. Into our 90-degree raises. Needs to be a bit catchier than that, doesn't it? Anyway, the key things then, making sure we're not arching in the back as those arms come up. Might help just have a very slight bend in those knees. Create that power. Breathing out as your arms come up and then in as you lower them under control. Okay. Just adding a little bit of power in there. So your arms will probably be tired by now from the other exercises. So just making sure we are diligent in not being tense in those shoulders. You'll notice I am kind of rocking back a little bit, particularly in option 1 there, which be better to control it a bit more. But so long as you say you feel under control and you're not getting tense in the shoulders. Right, into our kneeling row. So you'll notice it's not a bicep curl, it's where you pull back in that elbow. So it's just a nice one to open out the chest. Similarly there with option 2. Just making sure you keep that back nice and straight. So with option 1, we want to try and aim for that nice straight line, shoulder, hip, knee. Option 2, it's much more just about that straight line from the hips to the shoulders. Also through the neck and head, I should add. Just adjust that head posture till you feel a nice poise, making sure that you're not twisting too much in the body as well. Just that arm driving straight back. Nice work. Last 3, 2, 1, and then switch. Nice and swift. So making sure that that band is a challenging resistance for you. So you might want to bend it over double, 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 or just whatever works for you. Well done. Again, it's controlled on the way back and on the way down. So I like to breathe out as I pull the arm back and then in as it comes forward. Nearly there now, guys. Last 15 seconds. A really good arm overload here now. Just got one more step to go after this. Keep strong. Okay, and rest. Longer recovery now. Grab a quick drink if you need. Otherwise, just watch me as I demonstrate the ab ones now. So sliders here, again, if you have them. If not, you can just walk your feet in and out, as you'll see. So the option 1 is where we slide it, and you'll notice there's a little subtle twist there at the end. So it's like they're twisted pikes, these. Whereas on option 2, it's just little walks in and out. Okay, and then into V6, I believe. Yeah, so double legged in option 1, single leg option 2. Nice. And onto your front, and it's back bow crossover, or just side to side with your sliders. So yeah, if you have a larger chest than me, then you might want to just adapt that slightly to make it more comfortable. Maybe put a cushion under your chest or something, but squeeze those glutes to protect back. And then this one, we're going to start on this one actually, because it just works both sides of the glutes. So it's difficult to do one after the other. But yeah, it's a semi-side plank leg raise or semi-side plank crunch. Okay, so the idea being that, again, it's all about that posture and that alignment from the knee, hip, shoulder on both sides as you extend. But then on option 2, as you crunch, you can take those hips back, but just make sure you push them forward as you extend out straight. Ideally aiming for a straight line, horizontal line through the body. But you might find that as you tire, muscles just don't want to play ball. But making sure, the important thing is that that leg doesn't come forward, because then you start to use your hip flexors. We want it to be all glute. Nearly there, just remembering which side you've done as well, okay, because we'll do the other side when it comes to the end of this set. Okay, getting ready on those sliders then. Let's go. Hike and twist. Hike and twist. So it's a bit slower on the way out, particularly in option 1, and then nice and dynamic on the way in. Yeah, I don't know if you saw an option 2, there's the option to bend the knees a little bit more as well if you need. Otherwise, trying to keep them straight. Might be a bit the flexibility is the limiting factor here. So again, obviously, just doing what you can with what your body is allowing, not forcing it. It should never hurt. Good. Last 5 seconds. Well done. Well done. So lower abdominals really working there, as well as the arms actually. Right, let's go V6. So double or single. An option to bring the head off the floor as well if you want, if you're able. Otherwise, the key thing here is that lower back. So if you need to bend your knees a bit more, you can do, to make sure that it doesn't arch. So it's not necessarily about keeping the lower back sandwiched to the mat, because some people just can't do that. It's about keeping your natural arch in your spine the same throughout. So there's no sort of bulging of the tummy and then releasing. Okay, so it's control. So making sure again there's no collapsing or jerky movements. Okay, and resting onto your front for back bow crossover. Lifting and lowering, nicely under control, otherwise just flowing from one side to the other. So we've worked the front of the abdominals a lot now. This is just balancing it out, but really making sure that the glutes are squeezed so that lower back is protected. Notice how in option 1 there I'm lifting the quads, so the top of the thighs, they're coming off the mat. Okay, that's a sign that you're really working into those glutes effectively and into that lower back. Last 10 seconds, and then it's just one more exercise after this. The semi-side plank leg raise. Well done, well done. Last second. Okay, getting back on to that side. Go guys. So lifting that leg, aiming for horizontal to the floor. Just getting the shoulder, hip, knee aligned. Adjusting if you need, having a quick respite if you need, if you feel like your legs just don't want to do it. Come on, keep going, guys. Yeah, you will be fatigued from that first set, but just give it what you've got now. We are nearly there. Last 5 seconds. Lovely stuff. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so pause if you need to. But otherwise, so you can either use these special sliders, but dusters work just as well. Unless you want a casted surface, then like a magazine cover or like a plastic wallet or something works. So just to show you some alternatives now, the main move is this one, but if you want to just have a little rest there and switch, you can do. Okay. Also then when we come onto the side and switch like that, again, you can just go onto your knee and open like that, and then the same on the other side and open there. When we do the mountain climbers, the idea is to keep your back low, but if you just need to go like that and do smaller ones, you can do. The pikes as well, that's where we draw the feet in like that. Again, if you want to just do them with knees bent and just come in as far as you can for that. Breaststroke legs, there we go, like that. Okay, again you can just do one leg and then the other if you need. And finally, runner's lunge, which is here to here. Okay, again just taking one leg to one side and then the other, but not. Right, sorry for the little cut off at the end there, but yeah, so with this one, notice how the leg's coming out a little bit and then in, so it's almost like you're kind of drawing a semicircle with those legs. So just moving through, keeping nice strong alignment throughout the body. Nice flowing one. It's almost like a relay where one leg comes down straight and then it sends the other leg down and round, or up and round, sorry. Well done. Keep going. Last little bit. Stretching back. Okay, and then into mountain climbers. So small little fast movements there in time to the music. Now we're going to pike up and then hold and release, 2, 3, and then long. Okay, so yeah, it's onto your side now and then onto the other side. So again, a nice flowing movement just where those feet switch around, keeping strong and long through the body. Fantastic. Okay, rest those arms for a second. Now into mountain climbers. Good, keep strong and aligned in that spine. And now back into that pike. And then again with the music, you go one night, one night, one night, and extend long. Okay, breaststroke legs here. Like I said before, option to do one at a time. Otherwise, let's drive those knees in and then the legs get sent out and then they come back together in the middle. Fabulous. Okay, scooping through for a second, just looking over one side and then the other, just stretching out that core that's been working really hard. And then rolling up. Okay, into runner's lunge now, just rocking from side to side. And then just slow, we're going to speed it up in a minute, but just stretching here. Okay, and then into little bouncy ones. That's it, just taking those knees as far forward as you can. Excellent work there, guys. And then doing our pike, up and hold. So out for 3 and hold, up. So in little jerky movements there and hold. And then 1, 2, 3, back out. Nice. Okay, well done. Yeah, really challenging one there, but that was great. So definitely earned your stretch time now. Just going to explain something again at the start of this one. Oh, sorry, it's got my voice out.
The alternative to open stretch time. So we do a down dog hop, but instead of the hop here, okay, just do a drive like that. All right. Similarly, we do a bridge jump, but just do a leg swing just to get a nice hamstring stretch. And finally, at the end, we do a hurdle stretch into a front roll and then onto the other side. Okay, but if you want to just simply go there and then just swap like that. So, and like.
Right, guys. Okay, so bending forward here now and holding halfway, bending straight in those knees, and then just slowly lower all the way down. Walking those hands out into down dog. And then as you come into this scorpion stretch with the leg over to the side, just lift and lower the heel. Okay, and then you're going to switch sides. So again, just working all through the back of the body there. Really nice ankle opener, that one. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the knee drive hops. Okay, but like I say, if you don't want to risk it, then just I'm going to switch sides now, by the way, guys. Okay, yeah, then just do it a knee drive. That'll also create a nice kind of stretch down the front of the body and obviously into the backs of the legs as well in that down dog. All right, so into our thread the needle stretch here. So really lovely one just to open out that upper body in particular. Okay, working through the spine. That's nice. Other side now. Okay, twisting onto your back. And just hook those knees in just to open out the spine a little bit into our bridge leg swings now. Okay, so either lifting the foot off the floor or switching sides or just swinging that leg and stretching down through those hamstrings. Nice, last couple, guys. Okay. And then knees will fall into the middle and you're going to look away from whichever direction the knees are falling just to create an extra stretch through the body. And through that spine. Nice. So keep dropping the knees in. Feet should be as wide as your mat, by the way, on that one to create space. And then finally, then it's like a hurdle roll if you have space and agility. Otherwise, yeah, just doing a hurdle stretch one side and then just switching your legs around. But yeah, it's a nice flowing one, guys, just to finish off. Nearly there. Well done, well done. Right, thank you very much for taking part. I hope you enjoyed, and all the best.